Yo les voy a decir una cosita. Y entonces es como en forma de broma.
He said, I'm going to tell you a little something. It's kind of a joke.
Pero salió realidad.
But it became a reality.
Cuando ustedes llegaron,
when you guys got here,
llegaron, pero bien flojitos, que no podían ni ligar cemento.
She said you were a little weak and you couldn't even mix any cement.
pero ahora se los ganaron a toditos.
But now you won over everybody.
Son los mejores.
You're the best.
Los mejores.
As part of our responsibility towards the community, we Sabic scholars from the University of Delaware went to Puerto Rico in order to help the poor people rebuilding their houses.
Go for it, your choice.
What?
Who would you choose? Two people on an island.
In our first day, we played a game, which is basically that you have to choose two of us to help you to survive on an island. And I was surprised that Khalid al-Hindi picked me and Al-Salim because he think we will never panic.
For me, I will take Tarar and Hassan because we will never panic.
You will never what?
They'll never care. They'll just
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
There'll be another ship in like 4 years. That's okay.
That's totally Literally, his plane was about to go in 5 minutes. We were all panicking except for him.
it's okay, Captain.
Yeah, it's okay, I can go to another flight.
That's so true.
Yeah.
The second day, we visited the working site before going to Old San Juan. That was the first time we saw the physical damage of Hurricane Maria.
Right now, the structure, the old structure, they just secured it.
Esta ayuda que nos están dando, eso quiero que lo traduzcamos bien.
He said it's really important for you guys to understand that it's so super important, the help that you guys are giving us. Because you come from so far to help us out. So we're trying to help the neighborhood because so they can have a place to live and be autonomous because they lost it because of the hurricane.
Está arriba también. Una de las cosas que ayuda, porque lo que quería era ayudar a la comunidad.
He said he's never going to say this, but I'll say it for him that he never wanted help for himself because all he wanted to do was help the community.
Por eso levantar su casa.
Said this is one of the reasons why we chose to help him because he was helping a bunch of other people in the community have a strong house and he was living in a place that was potentially unstable, and so this is why we made the decision to help him because he's put in so much time and effort to help the rest of the community until this time. So he said some people had money but they didn't have it because they were the money machines didn't work, and so they didn't have any way of getting it out, let's say, right? So that's where the community comes and helps each other out. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so in this case, the family lived right there, and their house went bye-bye, completely. So they're reconstructing, esto la habéis empezado de cero.
Sí.
So they started this house from zero.
So
So tomorrow, our first part of the project is to lay down this flooring. So it's basically going to be level with this up here. They call it a topping, that's what they call it here.
Take the highest point of the house, and then you take that point, and then you move that across the whole area so that the floor is even.
After we saw the sites that we are going to be working on for the coming few days, we went on a tour in Old San Juan and learned about its rich culture and interesting history.
Alright, so this was Juan Ponce de Leon's home. Okay? Now, Juan Ponce de Leon was the first, again, governor of the island. When he was made governor, he built this home for him. finished, the way they built their town, so you got a town square, Catholic Cathedral on one side, and Town Hall on the other.
Not hungry, but he wants to eat. He enjoys the act of eating. And then you came into the room and you were wearing a suit, so I said, you look like a guinea pig. But it didn't come from me, it came from him, just so you know. Him and Faisal, Lamani's like, oh, look, my perfume smells. To me, it looks like... Because we look like them. I just stood by them.
At the end of the day, even though we didn't do any work yet, we will start our first day of working tomorrow. I would say the biggest outcome that I came up with for today is just to be thankful for what you have.
Get on to see the community and also to see San Juan at the same day really inspired us, and also it was really insightful for us.
See you, man.
Oh, I thought that's the problem, that you think.
Yeah, stop thinking, just do.
I don't want to break.
Stop thinking, start do.
Today we are in a small town near San Juan in Puerto Rico. We are here to help the poor people after the Hurricane Maria destroyed their houses.
The first day of work, we were excited to help people and do our volunteer work. So we woke up, had breakfast, and went straight to the van. We went to the community the day before, and we met Victor and Angel, the two people who worked with us the whole journey. Seeing these houses and the damage caused by Hurricane Maria made me feel privileged that I'm not going through these circumstances. I had a roof to live under, I went to school, and grew up with my parents. Therefore, I stepped up, and because I was motivated to do the job, when we were working, I saw some people slacking off. So I started yelling unconsciously to certain people. But I was happy inside, because we were working as a team, regardless working hard or not. I was working way too much under the sun, and it started to affect me physically. I tried to keep my momentum, but it was too obvious that I was exhausted, and I wasn't used to that work. The good news—
Empty buckets are there every
It's harder than I thought. Much harder.
So like grab it, dry stuff and pull it up. Pick up here. Grab it, stand.
So what we're trying to do here is make a cement mixture so that we can fill the casings of the floor.
The front, guys, the front. The front.
Esa es la última.
No, creo que hay una más.
Huele. Mira, llamaron a Joselito de la ferretería. No. Bueno, llamaron a Joselito.
Dile Saudi.
The good news is that we finally finished the job at 4:30 p.m. There was a special feeling that we got when we finished the job. We felt like we accomplished something that mattered.
So what exactly happened to your house during the hurricane?
Pues no me pude quedar porque no estaba en las condiciones, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Yo vivía con mi esposa y mis 2 hijos y pues tuve que acudir a casa de mi mamá. Cuando viré para atrás, pues había desaparecido.
Ah.
It doesn't do anything structural. This is structural, so you need to make it a little bit stronger. Yeah. Cement is this. This is cement. I mean, this is concrete. Cement is what we learned yesterday, which is more softer. Concrete is solid. It's stronger. So you're mixing it with stone.
Can you tell us please your story during how did you survive from the hurricane?
Ok, cuando vino la tormenta, pues nosotros vivíamos en una casa de madera, pero yo tenía un cuartito de cemento de 16 pies por 16 pies. Y en ese cuartito pues nos metimos toda la familia y pasamos el huracán ahí, que fue una cosa impresionante, nunca la habíamos visto. Una cosa que esos vientos soplaban y poco a poco el viento se fue llevando toda la casa hasta cuando nos levantamos al otro día por la mañana, que nos abrimos la puerta, pues ya los cines no estaban, 2 paredes no estaban y lo que estaba adentro pues estaba todo revuelto.
Today is our second day in Puerto Rico of work, of course. To be honest, our first day we thought that's going to be the hardest day, as you know, just to get used to work or to know how to do, how to mix cement with sand and other things. But to be honest, today was the hardest day ever, because the problem that we faced is we should mix the sand, cement, and stones at the same time. So that requires a huge effort to mix all this mixture to be as a one thing, as you know. So, and also the other factor that we found the hardest for us today is to transport or to move from A to B, which is the place where we are mixing the mixture, to the place that we want to put it on. So that's definitely will not happen unless we work as a team, and I really appreciate my friends for what they did, really.
Girls on fire! Which one? Anyone come home? Not to have it right at my foot.
We had the chance to conduct an interview with the homeowner, and she explained to us what she needed from Global Works.
Thing is that one day my son went to school and I was upstairs. The rooms are upstairs. Down here is just the living room and the kitchen and a bathroom outside. And he went to school and he took the keys. So I was locked at home from 12:30 to 5:30. He left like 11 o'clock to school and I had to be there until he comes back because there was an exit in the back part. And that's what I requested for you to help me with, and that's what they're gonna do today.
Okay. And how do you think we as a group are going to help you? What do you think of that?
I think it's a blessing. I think it's a blessing that not everyone has it, and I am very happy and I'm very thankful, and you know, it's just a blessing.
Okay.
We reflected on the last 2 days of work when we were in the pizza place. We were disappointed of our performance on our second day of work.
You know, I mean, I know you guys yesterday were pumped and you did good work. Most of you did good work. And I know that this morning you were tired. We were tired too, we were sore too. But these are like really the difference between those of you who are just gonna do and those of you who are gonna push through when it's tough. This is like it, right? It's physical, so you feel it more, but this is it. We all know that you're sore and stuff. We're not trying to torture you, but you know, a lot of people have it worse. and a lot of situations are gonna challenge you like that, even in college, you know, to push through when it's not comfortable, when you're like, oh, I'm tired, so this is where, today is where we could see that. And a lot of you slipped down that slope. So let's see if tomorrow and Thursday we can get it back together again and I'll push, okay? And you should all be encouraging each other to push. When you see someone that's like slacking off or they're feeling tired or they're more hurt, you should grab their hand and pull them along with you until they can go by themselves, you know? That's what we want to see. So let's see if you guys step up.
If you guys don't listen, you don't organize, you're not proactive, your day is gonna be more difficult. I cannot express you that enough. The first day we worked, you guys knew exactly what we had to do and you did it. Today, you know what we had to do, but you decided not to do what you had to do.
We went to the community again, second day, and it was a bit of a mental challenge because we worked way too hard on the first day because we didn't know what to do, and so the second day we went to the community while we were tired, and the game we were playing was a mental game instead of the physical game. We should have pushed to the limit. Instead of that, we just complained how tired we were, and we didn't do the full work. So the third day and the fourth day of work, I want to work harder. I want to just clear my mind and do what needs to be done.
In our fifth day, we had to wake up earlier than usual, and that was because we had to drive for 2 hours before arriving to our destination. Waking up early has been a torture for us throughout the trip, and that day the pain was even worse. We were heading to the marina for a snorkeling trip, and although the trip was meant to be fun, I wasn't any excited. All I needed at that time was some rest after the heavy work we did in the previous days, and I thought that the trip would be boring anyway. However, as we arrived to the marina and I started looking at the fascinating boats and the beautiful view, my opinion started to change.
So this is our fourth day in Puerto Rico, and today is the after working for 2 days, we took a break and we went to the south of the island to do some snorkeling. It was undetermined because I didn't know what snorkeling was actually.
We really enjoyed our time when we saw the reef. It was new for us, a new adventure.
I think it will be amazing. I don't know. I think we're gonna find out when when we reach the island.
The best, I think this is the best day ever. It's gonna be the best day. We're still in the beginning.
Even though it's cloudy, it's probably even better so that we don't get sunburned. And I'm very excited. I love being in the water.
Me too. I love being in the water too.
We just started, but it's great.
What's your expectations?
I'm excited to jump, but I hope I can.
And I started getting really excited about the trip. Shortly after that, we were handed in our snorkeling equipment, but before jumping into the boat, we were also given some instructions. After that, we started sailing to an island which was 40 minutes away from the marina, and at that time, everyone was enjoying his moment.
After working 2 days in a row, we deserved a day off.
In our day off, Tyrone hosted us in his nice hostel after we finished our adventure in the sea, and we stayed the night there.
As a community service leader, what made you do the work? What made you go there and work for free? What is the main reason?
The main reason is to help people and to evolve as a person and do things that are humane. It's something that, you know, a lot of people should take into consideration, especially when, you know, if you have the ability and the means to help other people. I think a lot of people have that ability and means, and they should take advantage of that. The time, you know, knowledge, things like that you can help other people, you know, in many different ways, but essentially to better their quality of life.
On the third day of work, we helped Felipe with building a wall near his driveway to prevent the soil from moving toward the driveway.
The way you work with me today here, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, because you're doing something that we should do more in different places. That way, we don't see no more war, we don't see no more demolition, no part of the world, because we are united, and united we stand, and that's beautiful. It don't matter who it is, if it's from Cuba, from South Arabia, from Pakistan, from different kind of, how you call it, South Arabia, India, and all those places. They are beautiful people. The only thing, we have to be united, united. The word is united. We stay united, and we don't have no problem, no more wars.
I think they're working hard. They're earning their keep.
They're earning their keep, all right.
They're doing what they said they were going to
do. So we came here all the way from Saudi Arabia to the United States to Puerto Rico to help, and I know there has been a lot of groups before us. So how do you feel when you see that people who aren't from your community come and help your community, even though they don't know you personally?
Bien, me siento contenta, alegre, porque nunca me imaginé que iba a tener mis cosas, ¿verdad? Y que donde yo me crié, no me imaginé tener mi hogar, ¿me entiendes? No, me emociona.
The third day of work was was not only the best day in Puerto Rico, but also one of my best days in my life. And this day will never be forgotten.
After finishing the first part of the day, we come here to hang out and eat our typical Puerto Rican lunch. In this court, we don't just have a meal, but we also interact with the community.
Could you please tell me what happened to the house?
Dice que vio un vídeo de cómo subía al río, que si le puedes explicar un poquito qué le pasó a tu casa.
Bueno, cuando yo salí de aquí por la noche, pues salí porque ya habían caído varios árboles, pero cuando nos dirigimos, porque sentí mucho miedo, nos íbamos a quedar aquí, pero sentí miedo por las nenas. Ya ellas estaban dormidas, las levanté, y luego que yo las levanté, pues decidimos irnos para casa de mi mamá. Pasamos toda la noche sacando agua en casa de mi mamá porque aunque es un segundo piso sí se llenó de agua. Pero entonces cuando nosotros decidimos venir para ver cómo estaba nuestro hogar, encontramos muchos árboles en el camino donde no pudimos pasar. Incluso no teníamos la entrada limpia para poder entrar. Yo y mi esposo solamente vinimos y cuando nosotros entramos, parte del techo no estaba todo revolcado en forma de remolino, todo se había.
Maria, you want to say something?
You can say
well,
something.
we got some. Okay, I'll say.
I've been talking all day.
Well, that's true.
Through everyone else, but.
So I think Monday y'all were strong. We already talked about this. Tuesday you faltered. I think that was the best thing for you because you realized your potential, and you realized where you were not even coming close to reaching it. And Thursday you came up stronger, much stronger. Yesterday was awesome. And today was amazing. And it clicked. You got it. You put them before all of you. There was no, when are we going to the beach? When are we finishing? It was, get the job done. Do what's necessary. And that is amazing. And that is the whole reason for this trip. and the purpose for it. And Maria and I get impatient because we want you to get it, we want you to get it, we want you to get it. But you get it on your own time. And so, congratulations. And y'all are awesome. And it means a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Group hug. Regardless, you know, of what they went through, you know, they went through so much stuff. Like, they went through hurricanes, their houses were destroyed, they had to find, you know, living resources for their families, they had to provide food for their families, for their kids. Regardless of all that, they still had smiles on their faces.
Yesterday was an emotional day. We all got emotional with the last family. We all hugged. They bought us the largest pizza I've ever seen. For me, this is my first, but not my last time doing community service. The part that I loved the most is seeing the faces and the smiles of the people that I'm actually helping.